In 1924, the world looked to Mount Everest. This towering giant, the tallest mountain on Earth, had never been climbed. Explorers dreamed of conquering its icy slopes and standing on its summit. The British especially were eager to plant their flag on the top of the world. An expedition was mounted, full of daring and hope. The 1924 expedition was a grand undertaking. It was a time of rudimentary equipment and limited knowledge of high-altitude climbing. The risks were immense, the challenges daunting. Yet the allure of Everest proved irresistible. The stage was set for a tale of extraordinary courage, determination, and mystery. Leading the charge were two remarkable men, George Mallory and Andrew Irvine. Mallory was a seasoned climber, already a veteran of two previous Everest expeditions. He was captivated by the mountain's beauty and allure. "Because it's there," was his famous reply when asked why he wanted to climb Everest. Andrew "Sandy" Irvine was a young Oxford student, a brilliant engineer with a passion for adventure. His technical expertise was invaluable to the expedition. He was tasked with maintaining the team's precious oxygen apparatus, a new and untested technology. Together, Mallory and Irvine formed a formidable partnership. They shared a common goal, an unyielding determination to reach the summit. The expedition faced numerous challenges. The treacherous terrain, the unpredictable weather, and the debilitating effects of altitude all tested the climbers to their limits. Avalanches were a constant threat, and the climbers inched their way up the mountain, their progress painstakingly slow. They battled frostbite, snow blindness, and altitude sickness. Yet their spirits remained high. Each step closer to the summit was a victory. Mallory and Irvine, despite the hardships, were determined to make their attempt for the top. On June 8, 1924, Mallory and Irvine set out from their high camp for their final push to the summit. They carried with them the hopes and dreams of the entire expedition. Noel Odell, a geologist and fellow climber, watched their progress through his telescope. He saw them ascend, becoming tiny specks against the vast expanse of snow and ice. Then the clouds rolled in, obscuring Odell's view. When the clouds parted, Mallory and Irvine were gone. They were never seen alive again. The world held its breath. Had they reached the summit before vanishing into the clouds, or had tragedy struck high on the slopes of Everest? Section 5. A Ghost on the Mountain. For decades, the fate of Mallory and Irvine remained a mystery. The world speculated, debated, and imagined their final moments. Did they reach the summit? Did they perish on the descent? The questions lingered unanswered, fueling the legend of Mallory and Irvine. Then in 1999, a remarkable discovery was made. A team of climbers searching for traces of the lost expedition stumbled upon a body encased in ice. It was George Mallory. His body, remarkably preserved by the extreme altitude and freezing temperatures, lay on the slopes of Everest, forever frozen in time. Section 6. The camera, key to the mystery. The discovery of Mallory's body sent shockwaves through the mountaineering world. It was a tangible link to that fateful day in 1924. Could it provide the answers everyone sought? Excitement grew. One crucial piece of evidence was missing: Irvine's body, and more importantly, the camera they carried. Mallory had always insisted on carrying his camera to the summit. His plan was to capture the moment of their triumph. If the camera was found, and the film could be developed, it would reveal without a doubt whether they had reached the top of the world. The search for Irvine and the camera intensified, fueled by the hope of solving the Everest mystery. Section 7. The evidence. Clues from the past. Examinations of Mallory's body provided tantalizing clues. His injuries, consistent with a fall from a great height, suggested a tragic accident on the descent. But the lack of definitive evidence kept the mystery alive. Some argued that the presence of goggles in Mallory's pocket meant he and Irvine had reached the summit. They reasoned that Mallory wouldn't have removed his goggles until after sunset, implying a descent in darkness after a summit attempt. Others pointed to the absence of a photograph of Mallory's wife, which he vowed to leave on the summit, as evidence that he never made it. Section 8. Did they or didn't they? The question of whether Mallory and Irvine reached the summit of Everest in 1924 remains unanswered. The evidence is inconclusive, open to interpretation. Some believe they achieved their goal, only to perish on the way down. Others maintain they were defeated by the mountain, their dream unfulfilled. The mystery endures, a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and the allure of the unknown. Mallory and Irvine's story, shrouded in mystery, continues to fascinate and inspire climbers and dreamers alike. Section 9. The enduring legacy of Mallory and Irvine. Though the mystery of their final moments may never be solved, one thing is certain. George Mallory and Andrew Irvine were extraordinary adventurers who pushed the limits of human endurance and courage. Their story is a powerful reminder of the indomitable spirit of exploration. They exemplified the spirit of adventure, the pursuit of a dream, no matter how audacious. Their legacy continues to inspire generations of climbers to test their limits and reach for the impossible. They remain icons of mountaineering, their names forever etched in the history of Everest. Section 10. What do you think? The story of Mallory and Irvine is an unfinished chapter in the history of Everest. Did they reach the summit? The evidence is there for you to weigh. What do you believe?